Caitlin Clark. And
I'm a fan.
Angel Reese, right?
Yeah.
They're going back and
I'm a
forth.
fan of both.
And Jamil Hill says by the time Angel Reese is done, she's going to be the Michael Jordan of WNBA.
She said about Angel Reese?
She said Angel Reese, by the time she retires, can you pull up this quote? She said by the time she retires, she will be the MJ.
Stephen A. Smith just slammed the brakes on Angel Reese's ego like a referee throwing a technical on a reality TV meltdown, after she pulled the ultimate Caitlin Clark-style stunt that had the internet losing it. Thought the drama stayed on the court? Think again. Stephen had just turned the mic into a flamethrower, and Angel might need some serious aloe. Curious what she did? Brace yourself. This chaos is next level.
It's not about black and white. It's about that white player and that black player. Why? Because of the history that they had before they came to the WNBA. You see, it was all instigated. If Angel Reese was never in Caitlin Clark's face, taunting her the way that she did when they mimicking what Caitlin Clark was doing to numerous opponents en route to the Final Four, and then Angel Reese and LSU bust their living you-know-what at that particular moment in time, and Angel Reese was in her face chirping at her the way that she did, it would have never gotten to this point. We have a lot of folks that have come to the defense of numerous WNBA players because they were pointing out, like, this has been going on before long and people are not hating on her. It's not about hating on her. It's that you feel she is getting a level of attention that you deserved and you warranted long before she ever came along.
4 points. Yep, that's all. Angel Reese somehow managed a grand total of 4 points, as if she'd gone on a scoring diet, while Caitlin Clark sat on the bench, wrapped up like a mummy, sipping Gatorade, and watching the game like a proud suburban soccer mom. And yet, even with Clark out of the action, Reese couldn't find the spark. This was the Sky versus Fever game, folks, and the offense flatlined.
The new season tipped off this weekend with several marquee matchups on the slate. Most fans were excited to see Caitlin Clark and Indiana Fever take on Angel Reese and the Chicago Sky. The game was a blowout as the Fever beat down Chicago 93-58, with Clark's triple-double leading the way. But the biggest headline coming out of the game on Saturday is the investigation the WNBA is conducting into allegations of hateful fan comments directed at Angel Reese. It happened after this play when Clark slapped at the ball after Reese grabbed an offensive rebound.
I mean, how do you walk into a game where the main attraction is literally icing her ankle on the sidelines and think, yeah, I'm going to make this my worst performance ever? Let's make it memorable. If Angel's goal was to prove she's the anti-Caitlin, congratulations. Mission accomplished. While Caitlin was busy healing, Angel put up numbers so low they deserved a sad trombone soundtrack. 4 points. That's not a stat line. That's a cry for help.
Because I was calling it from day one. You got people that are resentful towards her. But it's really not about her, guys. It's about what she represents. Before she ever came along, there were a lot of outstanding basketball players who happened to be black females that was doing their thing on the WNBA level. And they never got this kind of shine.
And yes, she snagged her beloved 12 rebounds, because of course she did. You'd think each one came with a free Chick-fil-A coupon the way she hustles for them like her life depends on it, which, after this disaster, it just might. If rebounds were gold bars, she'd be a billionaire. But actual points? Buckets? Offense? Apparently that's beneath her. She's out here acting like she's doing the game a favor by not hitting double digits.
A second of it. Your thoughts?
Well, First of all, it's not a rivalry. Not when you're losing by 35 points.
That's true.
It's not rivalry. Indiana Fever's on a different level than the Chicago Sky. Let's get that out the way. Secondly, as much as we love Angel Reese because she is special, she's not Caitlin Clark as a player. Caitlin Clark is on a different level. We just have to own that. Angel Reese can rebound the basketball. She's a damn good player. She's got a bright future in the WNBA, but Caitlin Clark is next level.
You know it's bad when even the commentators are trying to spin it like she's contributing in other ways. Other ways like morale? Because from the looks of it, she spent 40 minutes running cardio drills while staring off into the distance like she's contemplating a second career on reality TV. The real stat patters of Chicago, coming soon to a streaming service near you. And let's be real, Angel Reese used to walk in with all the swagger, lashes laid, nails immaculate, attitude untouchable. Now, that stat line screams, I forgot there was a game today. Her whole vibe says, I peaked in college. This isn't the season she promised. This isn't the Bayou Barbie domination tour. No, This is Desperate Housewives of the WNBA, and Angels holding the empty wine glass. Meanwhile, Caitlin Clark is literally getting targeted like she owes the league money, and still finding ways to contribute. Dishing assists, draining threes whenever they let her, and somehow getting double-teamed like she's Steph Curry's long-lost cousin.
I'll elaborate a little bit more on that in just a second, but before I do that, I want to ask you your thoughts about apparently some racial animus that was thrown in the direction of Angel Reese. The Chicago Sky have gotten involved, talking about they're going to protect their players at all costs. The WNBA has issued a statement saying it abhors and discourages hate of any kind, etc., etc. Your thoughts about it? Here's the WNBA statement. The WNBA strongly condemns racism, hate, and discrimination in all forms. They have no place in our league or in society. We are aware of the allegations and are looking into the matter. Your thoughts about that element of all of this, where you believe it emanates from, and do you think it will ever subside?
Oh man, the latter part of that, Stephen A, is quite the thing to think on. I think when you go back to the impetus of the rivalry that we have between Caitlin and Angel Reese, I remember funny clips on the internet.
Angel had the stage, the spotlight, the mic, the backup dancers, and still forgot her lines. And that 12-rebound flex? Let's be real, not all boards are created equal. Angel's out there rebounding like the ball personally insulted her mother. Stat padding has become a full-time gig. She's boxing out like she's auditioning for a CrossFit commercial, only to toss up shots that belong in an abstract art exhibit. At this point, she's hoarding rebounds like Pokemon cards, gotta catch 'em all but never do anything with them. And now the whispers are out. Yep, those ominous sports whispers about being benched, dropped, forgotten. The WNBA isn't high school, no gold star for effort. If you're not scoring, you're sitting. Right now, Angel's best contribution might be her courtside fashion. Minutes get cut? Better check with wardrobe instead of the coaching staff. This was supposed to be her breakout season. The moment she shuts up the critics and proves she's more than just attitude with no altitude. Instead, she's shaping up like a viral TikTok trend that fizzled after 2 weeks. Remember the milk crate challenge? That's Angel's career arc right now. Started high, took one wobbly step, and now we're watching the slow motion collapse.
Caitlin Clark's or Angel Reese's popularity in large part is attributed to her behavior towards Caitlin Clark, because when Caitlin Clark was busy taunting opponents a couple of years back before LSU smacked Iowa around in the national championship game or so, it was Angel Reese that was clapping back at Caitlin Clark once it was Caitlin Clark's turn to have her comeuppance. And that's what made Angel Reese famous. Now, Angel Reese experienced vitriol thereafter. It was tough for her to deal with, as she articulated, and that's unfortunate because we got some no good ass people.
And don't get it twisted, people wanted her to succeed. She's a walking headline, a quote machine, a drama generator, a rivalry starter, WNBA gold. But all that shine means nothing if you can't put points on the board. 4 points? That's not cutting it, unless this is some avant-garde performance art about minimalism in professional sports. Fans are noticing. Well, they see it. Twitter lit up like draft night. 4 points. Is she okay? Rebounding queen, offensive ghost. It's brutal. Even Angel Reese diehards are scribbling think pieces admitting she's struggling. Yes, Karen. She's struggling like a Roomba on a shag carpet. What makes it worse? Contrast. The very existence of Caitlin Clark highlights every hole in Angel's game, like highlighting your own typos. Clark's out with an injury and still dominates conversation. Angel's fully healthy with a clear runway, and somehow trips over her own potential. And now the whispers float, locker room style, like desperation in the air. Benching? Rest for development? Translation, we don't know what to do but can't say it. The front office didn't sign up for a full-time rebound hoarder allergic to the basket.